Here we are at the Hawley Gallery.
That's correct. Yeah.
The Hawley Gallery,
Yeah.
recently opened, fabulous addition to West End, Main Street, Gloucester, Massachusetts. And why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Yeah, hi, I'm Vaughan. This is my wife, Ann.
Hawley.
And we're glad to be here. We're glad to be back in Gloucester. It's our home. This happened by accident, really. We were just going by and found a space that seemed to work for the gallery and was ready-made, so here we are.
Here you are, and how long have you guys been open so far?
We opened May 1st. So
May 1st.
A few months now.
Few months, and you have a process of that you take. What I couldn't figure out if they're watercolors or paintings or these are pictures that you've developed a process.
Yeah, over a period of time, about a year's worth of experimentation a few years back, we decided that we wanted a softer image, and it took a while. There's about 4 different programs that we use. All the images here are ours. We shoot them in the camera. They're composed that way. And then they go through a digital process. And this is what we arrive with, these images here that look a little bit like watercolors, but I really call them, they're just paintable looking images. And we're kind of printmakers and photographers combined into one thing to come up with this type of image.
Yeah.
So,
and how's the reception been with the public?
the reception has been very good with the public. We're selling, we're pleased with what's happening. You always want more, of course, but it's been good. We're happy with it.
So you figure it's a sustainable thing?
I think so. I think we're seeing a change all the way through the West End. And I think people have been saying it's like gallery block down here, and I think that's a good thing. And I think more people in the arts and more stuff happening down here is just good for the town in general.
Well, any place, any kind of urban area that you see artists move into generally has, within a couple of years, like a renaissance almost of lifting of values and activity. And so it's nice to see these spaces filled with artists and people that create things of beauty. So why don't you take me around and show me a couple of the pieces. And you guys get up and we'll talk about the one that struck me right when I walked in. This one right here. I love this particular piece. Where was that taken?
That was shot in Camden Harbor in Maine at about 6 a.m. on an August morning. It's one of my favorites too. I like it. The light coming through and the angle that it happened. It lit from the back of the dinghy and through the scuppers along the boat. And that's a good example of our process as well. Mm-hmm. It shows how we handle light. We print the images as well, so we keep the color integrity the way we wanted them to look. And,
you do a lot. It seems like you do. Is there a certain time of day that you do your best work? You feel like?
I find that the early morning and late afternoon produce the best light. And Cape Ann has exceptional light. Anyways, it's like this shot at 10 Pound Island. What's going on in the sky? It's what brought Winslow Homer here. It's brought Fitzhugh Lane here, and it hasn't changed. It's beautiful, and it's beautiful almost all the time.
Down my dock, we have a hill behind us down Captain Joe's, and whenever I do interviews or if I have people coming down, I tell them, come between 7 o'clock in the morning and 9:30 in the morning, because the sun comes over that hill, it reflects off the water, and you get that golden
light.
The golden light that's magical. It's just beautiful. All right, why don't you take me around and where is this one taken?
This is shot at near Kennebunkport. It's actually
Cape Porpoise.
Cape Porpoise.
So beautiful. And let's take it from like a far away event.
That's a long lens on that. What I liked about it, there were a lot of little shades in this water that was left after the tide went out, and the lighthouse looked kind of nice in the background.
Beautiful. And the prices on these are reasonable. A lot of people think, this piece is only $149 you have it for. And to get the equivalent of like, you know, an oil paint or something like that, someone could come in here, if they bought a new house or whatever, if they wanted a piece for their house, one piece for a gift or something, and you can afford this stuff. This isn't the kind of thing that's gonna break you. You know, you could actually come in and buy 2 or 3 pieces. Here's the paint factory.
Yeah, and it's funny, that image is about a month old or so. And I really just liked the way the light was that day. But also with the changes that are happening at the paint factory, I thought it was a good idea to start preserving the way it looked. And I mean, I've seen that image of that paint factory many times, and I've sailed past it many times too. So it's part of me, and part of Gloucester.
Yeah, and that's framed $325, and,
yeah.
and that's a big piece. It's a beautiful piece. Okay, we're gonna go over here. Oh, I like this one. This one you use the light, pretty cool. Look at that.
That one that's in Maine, and I shot that off a bridge looking down at those boats. It was a late afternoon shot. It was wintertime. You can see over in here there's snow.
Snow, yep.
Right? Usually people don't see that right away, but the light was just spectacular. I liked the way it washed into the water.
Well, let's talk right now. I mean, I think these people get an idea of your work, but let's talk about where people, what's the address here, the physical address?
We're at 48 Main Street here in the West End.
48 Main Street, and you also have a website.
Yeah, that's HawleyGallery.com.
And how do you spell Hawley Gallery? Because
HawleyGallery.com.
all right, and come down here during the day. You guys are here most of the time.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Anything you want to add?
Yeah, we're here usually around 10 o'clock in the morning till around 9 at night.
Great.
Most days.
Really, till 9 at night?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, well, we're putting in the hours.
Attaboy. Thanks so much.
Thank you.